is my dad, and today we're going to be learning about how to be snake aware.
We're pretty lucky here in Australia to have a wide variety of reptiles and snakes. And some of the snakes that you'll find in this region, on this bush block, are probably the eastern brown snake, the red-bellied black snake, the tiger snake, and unlikely, but you may see a pygmy copperhead. A lot of these snakes are very rare, so you don't often see them. But the eastern brown snake is probably the most common one around people.
Dad, when are we most likely to come across snakes?
Well, in the weather like we've got today, in the summer, in the hot mornings, when the sun comes out, the snakes come out to bask in the sun just to warm up for the day.
Where are you most likely to see snakes?
Well, on a day like today, they would be living in around the trees and in the bushes here and then they come out during the morning to find a little patch of sun where they can coil up and catch the sun's rays and bask.
What are your tips to be snake aware?
I suppose to be snake aware, you've got to realise that where snakes live, and they're going to be living in tall grasses where there's some open sun areas for them. So if you're going to be moving around these areas where the snakes are possibly going to be, you've got to be loud, you've got to make noise, and you don't just rush into long grasses, because that's where you're most likely going to find a snake and come across a snake pretty quick.
What do you do if you come across a snake?
I'll put this snake down. Now, snakes are generally just going to try and find their nearest safe place. So if you come across a snake really abruptly, you're going to scare him and he's going to want to find his safe place. So you might find that he's coming towards you like this. And that's because he wants to be over there. So the best way to deal with a snake coming towards you is to just slowly step backwards, make sure you don't trip over. And then if he keeps on going the same direction, you just move out of the way and let him continue on his same path. That way you'll see them, they'll drop very quickly and they'll take off. But they're not actually coming towards you to attack you. So sometimes an area like this, where there's lots of holes in branches and branches laying on the ground, this is where snakes can live, where it's nice and safe for them. So you'll often see a snake just coiled up on the ground, getting some sun, just near some of these hides. So this here is another good example of an area where snakes can live, where there's lots of room in there for them to hide and be safe from predators. As a school, you guys are pretty lucky to have a beautiful block of land that you can muck around on. And just coming down here, you just need to be aware of snakes. So really the main one is, if you see a snake, just gradually and slowly back away, keeping your eye on the snake. And if he comes towards you even further, just move to the side a bit. And they will, most of the time, they will drop and flee very quickly.
Thanks, Dad, for coming in for snake awareness.
No worries, mate.
We hope you enjoyed our video.